Hello and welcome to our Girl Boss Academy training. If you're seeing this, this is because you've decided to sign up as a coach on our team, and I'm super excited to have you. So I'm going to take you through a little bit about now you're a coach and what to do. Okay, so our team is Team Run Pink, Run Happy. And so by joining this, you are joining a bunch of weirdos who are working on themselves, encouraging other people, paying off debt. Many of us have quit our jobs and we're inspiring others along the way. And your job as a coach is to help other people do the same thing, help other people feel better about themselves, and invite people to join the best team ever. So my name is April McDonald. I am the leader of Run Pink, Run Happy. You may have been joining me, or you may have been joining somebody else on our team. And I just want to stress so much that I would be absolutely nothing without my team. And as you grow and as you build your business, it's really cool to be able to see how many people you get to meet, you get to interact with, you get to become really good friends with, and they help you become successful as you sign on amazing coaches that you'll get to know and become close with. Just briefly about me, I was actually able to, after becoming a coach, I had $7 in my name in my bank account when I started. I put it on the credit card to get started, and after about 12 months, 13 months in the business, I was able to pay for my wedding in cash. About a year and 9 months, I was able to quit my job. And now I do health coaching full time. And in July of 2015, I was actually able to retire my husband and allow him to go and pursue real estate. So it's really cool to be able to say that I've been able to do all that stuff and that it really is possible with Beachbody coaching. I hope you're taking notes because this is amazing information that you're about to receive. And so this is just a little bit about what we'll be talking about. If you are taking notes and are that type of personality, I'll give you a little rundown very quickly about what we're talking about, but don't feel the need to write this all down because we'll all get to it all. What is your why? Goals for your business? When should you share? 3 vital behaviors, our team Facebook group, inviting, being proof the product works, personal development, scripts, and then these are just kind of some things about how to talk to people. All I know is the feel, felt, found method, go for no, and our message, don't you dare give up without trying, where to place your focus as a new coach, everyday tasks to be a girl boss, and our team mission. So the first thing I want to talk about is one of the most important things is what is your why? And it's different for everyone. And actually your why is going to be always evolving. You know, for me, it started off, I wanted to quit my job. I wanted to pay for my wedding. I wanted to retire my husband, pay off debt, travel, save for house payments, like so much different stuff. And so it's pretty cool to see that I'm slowly chipping things off, my vision board. And I like to make a vision board and know that I'm setting my goals high for each month. And make sure to include big, hairy, scary goals when you write down your list of 10 things that you want to achieve. And this is your why list. And again, I don't care how big or hairy, scary it is. Like, I want to pay off my student loans by December 2017. I have so much freaking loans. That's kind of crazy, but I'm putting it up there and I am making my big, scary goals because I want them to happen. And once you start seeing them and visualizing them, that's when the magic really starts happening. Okay, so goals for your business. I want you to join the 3 Lives Change Club every month because if you signed up to be a coach, you obviously want to help people. So why would you not want to help 3 people a month? When you help 3 people a month in buying a challenge pack, challenge pack is Shakeology and a fitness program. So say the 21-day fix and Shakeology. You would have, if you sold that to somebody, whether it be a coach signing on or a client, you would get 2 Success Club points for that. So if you sold 3 challenge packs, that's 6 Success Club points. And that gets you into the 3 Lives Change Club. It gets you into Success Club 5 because it's 5 Success Club points or higher. And then the next rung is 10 Success Club points or higher. And that would be considered the 5 Lives Change. We'll get to all that later. As you are joining the 3 Lives Change Club every month, you're getting free swag from our company. You're getting your Shakeology paid for. And in your first month, when you hit the Success Club 5, you get a free call with our CEO, Carl Deichler. You also get a free summit ticket if you've hit Success Club 5 or the 3 lives change. I use those interchangeably. For the first 3 months as a coach with your Shakeology on Home Direct, which means auto shipment. So don't take that off because you're going to need that to get that free summit ticket, which is amazing. Summit was in Nashville in 2015 when we went, and it's going to be there again in July of 2016. It's so much fun. It's a big old party with your team, our team of weirdos getting to be together. You're learning from top coaches, and you're also getting live workouts with Shanti, Autumn Calabrese, Tony Horton, all kinds of awesome interaction. And there's parties, and they, so much stuff. They just don't scrimp on any lavish details. And also, coaches who hit Success Club 5 in all 12 months of 2014 earned 23 times more money than those who are not consistently making Success Club. So that right there, if any of your goals involve paying off debt or, helping out with your family or whatever, then Success Club 5 right there is showing it needs to be non-negotiable. Also, with joining the 3 Lives Change Club every month, you'll have a free Success Club trip option, and you will go to the pinned post of our team group, and there is a waiting list for the Success Club trip and for Summit, and I want you to get on both of those. My husband and I went to Cancun this past year for free with a 5-day all-inclusive trip to Cancun, and we had our airfare paid for. We got a travel voucher, and I think we paid less than $100 for 5 days at an all-inclusive resort plus our airfare, and it was amazing. So make sure as you hit Success Club, you are getting that Success Club points equate to dollars. So get on the wait list for the free summit ticket, or for Summit, and for our Success Club trip, which is a cruise in 2016 that's going to Jamaica and Haiti. It's going to be awesome. Okay, and then your next goal is to become an Emerald coach. This will be your first promotion. We'll all cheer you on. It'll be awesome. Your coach will make you an awesome post about how great you're doing in your business. So Emerald is when you sign on 2 coaches. So once you have Emerald, which means you have 2 coaches, and you've enter the 3 Lives Change Club, you are getting free leads, which is so cool because that's people that order off the website or they call in and they don't have a coach. And Beachbody knows that they will be more successful when you have a coach encouraging you. So it's basically our company giving you free people to coach and to help. And as they continue to order, you will get commission from them. If you're hitting Success Club 10 and are Emerald and then you are going to be getting the paid leads. So maybe somebody is buying Shakeology. You're going to get commission, 25% commission off that right off the bat. You do need to make sure that once you're Emerald, you are paying for the club membership, because if you're not paying for that club membership, you're not eligible for leads. So if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to your upline about the club membership. And the most amazing thing is you're starting to earn your cycle bonus. And that basically means you're getting paid on what your team underneath you is doing. So I want you to follow Caleb Thomas on YouTube and check out what he has to say about cycle bonus and Emerald and your legs. And oh my gosh, he just is so hilarious. He makes like 3 to 5 minute videos, and he helps explain some of the things about Beachbody and makes them really simple to understand. So please follow him on Follow Caleb Thomas on YouTube, and also follow my YouTube channel, because all of our team calls are uploaded there, and all of our training that I do is uploaded there as well. When should you share? And I say right now, that's when you should share, because if you wait until you have maybe you're waiting to talk about inviting people because you want to have your 21-day results first. That's absolutely crazy and so selfish. So don't not share it. But don't wait till you get results. Start talking to people now and just talking about your journey and encouraging people to join you, because why would you wait until you have these great results and not share people? I have an analogy that I think of, if you were sitting around and you and a friend both had really terrible acne, and you found something that worked for you, and you found something that cleared up your acne, made you feel better, you weren't feeling subconscious and depressed in your room, and you didn't tell your friend because you were worried it was going to come across salesy. How dare you? That's so rude. I'd be pissed if I was your friend and you didn't tell me. So think about that, because this program is going to help you feel better, lose weight. You're going to see muscles you never knew you had, and you're going to just feel amazing and finally understand nutrition. So you don't hesitate to share awesome restaurants you've tried or, good movies you've watched. So do the same for Facebook or sorry, Beachbody. Stop being so afraid of what people may think of you and start focusing on what you can do for people. And that's inviting and encouraging people right away. Because the sooner you get people to feel better, the sooner that you get to be like, I helped this person change their life. My time hop is full of what not to do, and I'm still running a very successful business. So that's why this is one of my clients, Christina. She did so awesome, lost 20.5 pounds. But I was like plopping up this T25 and da-da-da. And you don't want to do that. Nobody connects to this T25 crap or Shan T. They connect with you or people that are really making differences. So focus on it being an extension of you and not like Googling stock photos or, oh, here's my Shakeology and you kissing your shaker cup. Because no, that's not attracting people to be like, tell me what's in your foggy shaker cup. I want to spend $130 on that. That's not going to cut it. So, I'll talk a little bit more later about how you can find good photos and things to use. Pottery analogy. I forgot about this. So basically, this is why you need to just learn from doing. If there was the book Go for No, and I love it so much, and they said there was two groups, and one were the quantity group, and they were just supposed to make a ton of pots, and whoever had the best one, once they felt like it was the right one and it was great, then they would share it with their teacher. And then there was another group that was the quality group, and they had to plan and they had to make blueprints, figure it all out before they actually made a pot. And the quantity group, the one that was just banging out pots, was the one that had the best pot. And they also did it the fastest because you learn from doing. I would rather you make a crappy post and myself, or if I'm not your upline, maybe your upline sees it and says, hey, I'm so glad you made your post and I'm so proud of you. This is what I would change next time. Let us help you, because if you're not doing and you're just sitting there worried like, oh, I don't want to post, I don't want to sound salesy, oh, I don't want to do this, you're never going to get better. So I'd rather you just make a post no matter how crappy it might be, and we'll help you learn as you go. Okay, so the 3 vital behaviors are literally the oxygen to your business. If you are not doing the 3 vital behaviors, your business will die. That's just all there is to it. So the first one is invite. And that's inviting people to join your next challenge group and, buy 21-day fix and Shakeology through private messages. After you've made a relationship form, you're not going to just be like, oh, hey, good to talk to you. Do you want to buy my 21-day fix and Shakeology? That does not work. So I will talk to you in a little bit about the best way to go about doing that. But inviting people to challenge groups after building relationships and inviting people to coaching, because it's changed my life. So don't hide that from anybody. Share with everybody. Be proof the product works as well, because if you're talking to people about Shakeology or workout programs and you're not doing them, you are being a hypocrite. And why would people trust you to talk to them about it if you're not being consistent with it? So it doesn't matter if you're just getting started. You need to start and be consistent. And talk about it. Just kind of document your health journey along the way. And number 3 is personal development. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but that's reading or listening to audiobooks of helpful things that are going to help you grow your business, whether it be team calls or personal development books. Where to find the 411. So in your Coach Online office, and you can go there and search things. And there's also an FAQ in the Coach Online office. And this is the link for that. Google is amazing. It's 2015 or possibly later by the time you're watching this. I'm sure you know how to use it. Use it to your advantage because it's amazing. Ask in our team groups anytime you have questions. There's over 300 people in our Team Run Pink group. So if I'm not available or, you can ask it there. And I prefer you to go to the team group first before going to your coach and, checking out FAQ, checking out Google before you ask your coach. Because as you post in the team groups, say you post something and another new coach was like, oh, I never even thought of that. And then somebody else answers, everybody learns from that. And then if your coach is busy or working or whatever, you don't have to wait for them to respond. So that whole relationship helps everybody by posting in the team group. Also, Coach Relations, here's the number, or a live chat with Coach Relations, which you can always just Google Beachbody Coach Relations live chat, and they will give you that link as well. And then finally, if you can't find it, ask your sponsor coach. But I don't want you to banging down your sponsor coach's door like, hey, how do I do this? Hey, how do I do this? Hey, how do I do this? Ask in the team group. And stay connected. Reach out to your sponsor coach, keep them updated with how you're doing, things like that. With that being said, don't feel like you can't, message your sponsor coach at all. I want you to have a good relationship with them. But if you are constantly coming to me and saying, hey, where's the link for 21 Day Fix? When if you ask in the group, there's plenty of people going to tell you the easy, simple website that you can find it. And I will talk about that later as well. Check Coach Online Office for news and updates, and that you'll go to your website, sign in as a coach, and then go to Coach Online Office, and you can see all that good stuff there. Tune into the National Wake Up Call every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I like to do is I have my new coaches text Coach Call, all one word, to 96000 for text reminders, and they send you a text message 15 minutes before, and they include the number, so I always can just click on that when I'm ready to call. And if you're at work, no big deal, they're all recorded, and you can listen to them later. Team call is Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Run Pink, Run Happy team call. And that is by Zoom, which is really cool because it's almost like a FaceTime or a Skype that you can see each other, whether you're on your phone or your computer or your tablet. And that's really cool because it's just a really great way to get to know people. We usually bring wine and are in our sweatpants, and it's just a really great time to learn the business together. Join in on the fun in our team Facebook group, Team Run Pink, Run Happy, because here is where you can find so much information and get to know other coaches. And I encourage you to add other coaches that are posting commonly in the group and take a look at the posts that they're making so that you can be able to use that as a guide. And so this was our team Run Pink, Run Happy. The banner always changes. Sometimes I have an Emerald of the Week coach that's sharing their knowledge for the week. That's why you can see this here. And there's always in the file section so much helpful information. So feel free to click on there and see the awesome information in the file. This pinned post, I'm going to tag you in this as I add you to the group. And this talks about our team call. It talks about coach relations information. And it also talks about getting on those wait lists that I told you about. This is amazing. Search this group. So say you're like, hey, I have a question with Shakeology and diabetes, or Shakeology and IBS, or does anybody have any thoughts on, this. Search that topic, that keyword in this group, and it'll come up for that. You can also do this from your phone, which is amazing. And if you're a little overwhelmed by the notifications, you can click here and change and edit your options there too. And then I have another coach. If you are my personally sponsored coach, I'm going to add you into this April's coaching fam. And this is just for my personally sponsored coaches. A lot of times I'll do special giveaways there for just my individual personally sponsored coaches versus my entire downline, because there's like over almost 400 in here versus my personally sponsored coaches here. So use those groups wisely. They're awesome, awesome. Invite using social media. Basically, when you reach out to people, you are going to be assessing them. You need to be a good listener. So we call it the forming method. F stands for family. Maybe go to their Facebook, see what pictures they posted. Oh, I love your pictures. Your family looks so cute. How was your weekend? Yada, yada. So F in form stands for family. O stands for occupation. What are you doing now for work? And, asking that question, and then, listening, asking questions. And when they ask you what you're doing, always say, you can talk about your other job, or you can, but I always say, and I just started my own health and fitness business, and, just staying busy with that and trying to stay on top of everything. And that is planting the seed. And that's the whole reason you're reaching out to them. So make sure that you say that. Doesn't matter if you haven't made a penny. Make sure you're telling people that. The R is recreation. So, maybe they went out for trick-or-treating recently, or went for a family vacation or amusement park or something, and then just kind of commenting on that. So just go to their page and do a little quick Facebook stalking and see what you can come up with for content. And then the M is to message, and you're going to message them to join our free group. You're not going to be like, well, it's really good to catch up. Do you want to buy my 21-day fix? That's not going to work. So you're going to message them to join our free group. We always have free groups going every month. We have a free exercise group. The first Monday of the month, we've got a free clean eating group. So just saying, we've got a free exercise group, and I don't know if you're interested or not, but I'm always looking for more positive women to join us. So what do you say? We're working on, planks this month, or whatever it is. And then, then you get them add it into the group, and then from there, you're going to message them and reach out to them, and then invite them with the 21-day fix script, which are all in our file groups under the Google Docs, which I'll also talk about later. But the most important thing to remember is the more I say, the less I make. So stop, rambling about things on and on and on, and ask them questions. Be a good listener. And you'll follow the script, which is, again, I'll get to that later, where you can find those scripts, but they're very helpful for learning how to talk to people. Ask them questions and compliment them. I want you to add 5 people a day to your Facebook, either from Facebook groups, Facebook, friends of friends, Instagram, Pinterest, referrals, whatever. And one of my favorite things to do on Instagram, IG is Instagram, is the 5-3-1 method. And what I do is I will search some hashtags. So for me, I'm a big German Shepherd lover. I'm a big runner. I might go to hashtag love to run, and I'll search the hashtag and I'll like some photos. And then if something really speaks to me, I go to their account. I will like 5 photos, comment on 3, and that usually means you get 1 follower back from that. And a lot of times one of the comments, you want your comments to be open-ended so that they have to answer back and not just give like a thumbs up. But one of the questions I ask after is, oh my gosh, girl, I love your post and I actually just stalked the crap out of you. Are you on Facebook? Because I'd love to connect with you there. And that's literally what I say to everybody. And they're like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Yeah. And sometimes they don't have Facebook, and that's fine. But I do that and try to get more people to add me to Facebook because I'm more personable on Facebook, so they can really get to know me and connect with me, and then usually see my invites and see if they want to join our group. Instagram is also a really awesome application that helps you to grow your Instagram account. If you have more questions on that, you can go to Kelly Hanner, Hanner, and go to her YouTube, and she has social media trainings for other multiple social media trainings, but also 2 good videos on Instagram. And she is my upline coach, so she's really good at that. I found her through Instagram. I want you to make a list of 150 people from your phone and Facebook contacts. It sounds daunting, but honestly, it'll take you like 15 minutes when you look from your phone and Facebook. And if you are a pen and paper gal, please use that. Otherwise, you can use like a Google Doc spreadsheet or Excel. But I love to put everything on Google Docs because you can do Excel spreadsheets there, and you can access it from your phone or computer or anywhere. I talked about this, using free groups as an icebreaker and following up with the invite to our next challenge group using the scripts. Post on Facebook about your 5 interests. So for me, my German Shepherds, running, guacamole, lifting, humor. I only want your account to be 20% Beachbody and fitness and 80% you, because you want people to connect with you. Document your journey, add value, so share recipes, motivational quotes, things like that. Don't word vomit Beachbody everywhere. If you look at me, my posts, and your upline's posts, a lot of times we're saying, join our 3 weeks fitness and nutrition boot camp instead of the 21-day fix. Here's my nutrient-dense meal replacement shake instead of Shakeology, because I'd rather people ask me for more information than to Google it and possibly, go to Amazon and buy it there. Again, check out my YouTube and Kelly Hanner's for social media training. Be proof the product works. Do your program from start to finish and talk about it. If you can't do that, will your clients do it? Probably not. It's kind of the thought. So I want you to make it non-negotiable that you're going to get through this program. You're going to take before and after photos. You're going to take your measurements, your weight, so you can then make an awesome post after you're done with your, whatever program you got, and be like, boom, this is what I did. Who wants to join me? Because that is going to speak volumes to people. Share food and recipe pics and short workout clips. I don't care if you are worried about, what you look like, or you don't want to post videos of yourself. You don't have to do that, but it makes you seem so real. So why not just do it, suck it up, and know that, you know what, I may feel like I have roles in this video, but somebody's going to see that and say, if she can do it, so can I. And you're going to inspire somebody because of it. So that needs to be your end motivation. Nobody is going to be like, oh my gosh, look at her, she looks terrible. They're going to be like, dang, you go, girl. You are the only one that's saying that because you are your own worst critic. So always remember that. Share your non-scale victories and motivational messages you get from clients, or share your own non-scale victories too. And be real, talk about pizza night. It's about balance. I don't want you to sign on as a coach and pretend you're like Little Miss Perfect that exercises 3 hours a day and doesn't eat carbs. Nobody would connect with you and nobody would probably like you. So don't pretend to be anybody other than who you are. The sooner you get a before and after, the better. So whether it's a 3-day refresh or the 21-day fix, just stick to it and get that after photo and keep yourself accountable. In our Facebook group, you'll go to photos and then the photo album, sexy shake pics, and you will see a ton of awesome looking Shakeology pictures that you can use as your own and make a post about it, because they look so good versus like you and your foggy shaker cup. Feel free to make your own too. Go outside. The lighting is always better. There's also a photo album that it says team transformations, and you'll see all kinds of before and after, such as my own. This was the first time I did 21-day fix. This was about, I want to say, a week or two before my wedding. I felt awesome. I was so excited. It was the best thing that could have happened to me before my wedding. Create hype about being in love with your new program without being obnoxious, obviously, but just talk to people about what you're doing. And people are going to be like, so tell me more about what you're doing. Personal development and why you need it, because it honestly changed my business. I was doing inviting and I was being approved for the product, but I was not doing personal development in the beginning. And I kind of just lucked into it, and I had a lot of referrals and ended up being successful right away. But then it kind of hit me that I was like, the next month I was like, crap, where is everyone? Why is nobody buying my stuff? And I realized that I had to do personal development to be successful. So personal development is the difference between wishing and achieving your goals. Just 15 to 30 minutes per day, audio or reading. I love the Audible app. That's what this photo is from over here. This is my Audible app. These are some of my favorite books. Go for No. I love it so much. I'm reading the 4-Hour Workweek right now. It's absolutely amazing. But as a new coach, I think Go for No and The Compound Effect and Go Pro and Eat That Frog are 4 of the best books. But honestly, I mean, this is what I do when I'm doing mindless things, whether I'm driving or I'm doing laundry or cleaning the house, or if I'm running or walking the dog. This is when I do my personal development. And it's amazing. It makes me feel really just kind of like, I got this. It makes you realize that it doesn't matter if people make fun of you. It doesn't matter if people, maybe say no. It doesn't matter if you are going through these things and you start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm terrible, I'm never going to be a coach. The personal development is the difference between being like, oh, I suck, I need to quit, and being like, no, screw that, I'm awesome, I'm going to keep going. I want you to YouTube top 10 coaches. You just search Beachbody 2014 top coaches or Beachbody 2013 top coaches and check out their YouTube, because they put all their training for their teams there. And so it's awesome. Again, I love Caleb Thomas, Katie Hefner, Brittany Leggett, Anita Myron, Melanie Mitro. So many good things. And then our team calls are all on my YouTube channel, so you can find all of them there too. I have playlists, and one of the playlists is team calls, so you can find it there. Podcast. Okay, if you have an iPhone, you are going to download the podcast app, and then you're going to search for the following podcast: Team Beachbody Coach, Build Your Tribe, The Shalene Show, and Inside Shakeology are some of my favorites. If you have a Samsung, you're going to download the app Podcast Addict. This is basically it's just an app that gives you access to podcasts, since you don't have podcasts because you're not an Apple user. So this is what I use. I use the Podcast Addict, and then these are the 4 things. And Team Beachbody Coach is awesome because all of our national wake-up calls, those are the Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time calls, they're all uploaded on there for like years past. So go in there and listen to that. And you can even fast forward through the beginning where they do like announcements and promotions and things like that. Unless it's like something from the past week, then you would want to listen to the announcements and things like that, because you want to know what's going on. But if it's from like 2 years past, a month past, you don't care. It doesn't matter what's on sale, because that's not still, valid. But it comes out to be about 30 minutes, which is awesome. Live events are amazing. Summit and Super Saturday. Make sure you're there. Summit is once a year. It's our national conference, and Super Saturday is quarterly. It's awesome. It's corporate provides training, and they're literally everywhere. So if you go onto your website, Coach Online Office, and under live or news and training under live events, you'll look up Super Saturday, and you can see where they are located. Scripts. Okay, we have a Google Doc link, and I made all of our scripts and post, ways to talk to people, ways to post about things, how to word things are all there. So the link is also in our pinned post of the Team Run Pink group. And the pinned post is basically if you are in a group and it's the first thing that you see. And if you're on your phone, right underneath the cover photo, you have to click view pinned post. It doesn't show up, but so you may not be familiar with that, but the pinned post is basically like, hey, you're in this group, look at me first. So http bit.ly/runpink Google Drive is how you can find that. Scripts are a template or guide, but you personalize them. Make it your own. Don't reinvent the wheel though. Like stick to this. But if you say, what's your biggest struggle? The fitness side or the nutrition side? And then, they say, oh, definitely fitness just because I'm so busy with the kids. Don't think you need to go on to the next, thing. Talk about their kids. Ask them how they are, ages, things like that. But really just listen and talk to them and assess and make sure that you're a good listener. Post screenshots in the team group. If you're stuck, you can just post a screenshot of the conversation and say, I don't know what to say, help me, and we can help you with that. And speak when you are talking to people, when you're messaging people, and when you're making posts, I want you to talk just as if you're talking to your best friend. That's exactly how you should post it. Don't try to sound official. Don't try to sound professional. Just be yourself. And with the scripts, I downloaded all of them, so I have them all in a folder in my groups or in my computer. All I know is when somebody is asking you questions or, things like that, or giving you an objection, these are awesome things to say. I don't know. All I know is I've lost X amount of pounds. All I know is I feel better than ever. I love the support and accountability I've gained. I love the community and family atmosphere. And this is honestly my favorite. Like, I love our team atmosphere. I love our team. You will meet so many amazing people that will just be your personal cheerleading squad. And it's just really changed my life. I don't need coffee anymore because of the natural energy Shakeology gives me, which is 100% true for me. I used to drink 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. I was living paycheck to paycheck before this opportunity. Again, 100%, like for sure, like having a negative bank account was not a big deal. And this one is my personal. I used to have chronic stomach pains for seriously 15 years, and I did a bunch of tests and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And after not even a week of drinking Shakeology, my stomach pains were gone. So feel free to share that with people because that's freaking amazing. Okay. I love Carlton. All I know is if you want this, believe it and go in confidently and just know that this is something awesome and go in thinking this chick needs it and I want her to join me because it's going to change her life, instead of like, oh, she's probably going to say no. I don't think she has the money. She's not going to want to do it. Go in confidently. And if you get a no, good. Who freaking cares? They'll say yes later. They'll come back. There's going to be haters. There's going to be people that question you, and it's not about them. It's about those people who need you and those people who are seeing every post and thinking, oh my gosh, I just really need to contact her. Even if they're not liking and commenting, people are seeing that and thinking that. I have a great example of this. So I have 2 sisters. One is a coach, one is not. And the other one that's not wants nothing to do with it. But I have to realize, like, she's not my target market. I can't help her if she doesn't want the help. So you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. And you need to remember that. And if somebody gives you a no, or somebody just is just not into it, okay, keep them on your list. Well, wish them the best of luck. If maybe ask to invite them to our free group, and don't lose sleep over it, because I've had people come back after telling me no, even, months, weeks, and years later. So just keep going. How dare you not share with others? This is one of the biggest things. If you are, feeling great, loving your team, loving how you're understanding food and all these things, don't not share it with people. That's like the stupidest, meanest thing you can do. So just be talking about it often. And you're going to attract like-minded, positive people. Don't feel the need to invite negative Nancys to join your team. It's not about like coaches. You want to work with people that you like. So don't be like, oh, this person really sucks, but I should probably invite another person to coaching. No, it's your business. Would you hire that person if you owned a company? If the answer is no, it's the same thing for Beachbody. So don't do that. Okay, one of my favorite things is the feel, felt, found method. This is how I deal with objections. This is from Eric Worre's book, GoPro, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's like $10. and you can get either the audiobook or the paperback, and it could probably be even cheaper on Amazon used. So feel found method. Somebody says, oh, I could never be a coach because I don't have the time, or I can't do this program because I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, da, 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 da. You say, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And this is what I found. I found that I didn't think I had the time when I first started because I had 3 jobs. But what I found is that, I mean, honestly, I just did 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I realized I waste time on Facebook and on Pinterest and watching TV. And I was able to cut out that stuff that wasn't bringing me the same joy that I was feeling from working my business and helping other people. And I found a way to cut out time and make more time for the thing that I really love. So I actually have a YouTube playlist on how to battle objections. And if you want, you can just go to bit.ly/objection videos. Or you can go onto my YouTube and look for the playlist is how to battle objections. But it's 6 60-second videos on what to say when somebody says, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, yada, yada. You will always hear objections, and just use testimonials to battle them. So another thing is, sometimes people may say, oh, I don't look like a coach, I couldn't do that, or nobody would want me to be their coach. And I use the example of my sister, Melissa Ludwig, who has lost 95 pounds so far. And I say, look at this picture on the left. She was miserable and so unhappy with life and herself as a new mom. And she joined as a coach, and I mean, she didn't think that she looked like a coach, but through being a coach and through having, positive support group from other coaches, she was able to lose 95 pounds, become a very successful coach, quit her job, be a stay-at-home mom, and look at that smile right there. That kind of says it all. So when you tell somebody that and have a picture and a story to back it up, they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, that's not a valid excuse anymore. So that's really awesome. Go for no. And again, this is the book I love. And you're going to hear no, and you need to detach yourself from that outcome. Who freaking cares? If you get a no, it means not right now. It does not mean no forever. So keep a no list or an emergency list. I listened to a National Wake Up Call a couple weeks ago, and she said, keep this as your emergency list. It's easy to talk to somebody about the 21-day fix and the, coaching. And then if you get through and talk to them and explain it to them and they say, no, not right now, put them on a list, because it's easier to follow up with them later. A lot of times people say, oh yeah, I was actually thinking about that. My schedule's kind of changed, or yeah, I was kind of thinking about it. I do think I want to make the time now for it, whatever. So that's a good thing, is to get those no's, put them on a list, and know to follow up with them later. Again, read Go for No ASAP, because I can't speak highly enough of it. I do a prize for the most no's with a bubble pop challenge. So this is in our team files of the Run Pink group. And basically, anytime you get to the point where you're inviting somebody to a challenge group, like you've talked to them, went through the script, they know how much it is, and you're saying, how does that sound? Does that sound like something you want to do with us? Their name goes here. If you ask them about coaching and you say, okay, so, I just think that you're so positive, give them a compliment. I just want to know if you are interested in maybe doing what I do as a coach. Have you ever thought about that? And then, say, okay, well, I have a short video that describes what I do as a coach. Would you be able to check it out? Make it set a time and date to get on the phone with them. And then they go in that bubble sheet. And if you're doing that, talk to your upline and get on a 3-way call or a 3-way chat or a 3-way Zoom. They will be more than happy to do that for you, because they are not successful unless you're successful. So we're going to help you seal that deal. And don't you dare give up without trying. I can't stress this enough. I have so many coaches that give up and they're like, it just wasn't for me. And that's fine if you get to the point where it's not for you, because it's truly not. But if you get to that point and you didn't try, okay, goodbye. I can't help you if you don't try. So this is me teaching you that it can work, and it's not going to work if you don't. And that's just it. You might say, oh, I'm not good at it, or coaching didn't work for me. You didn't work for the business. You did not try. So, and if you're really are trying and you're not getting success, reach out to your upline and we will help you, because there is a disconnect somewhere, and we're going to help you figure out where it is. I started with minimal interaction, so don't get discouraged if you're not seeing likes, comments, things like that. And I had so many people message me after never liking or commenting on one single photo, because people are always watching. Here's a little screenshot of some of the terrible photos that I used to post as a coach. I love being a team Beachbody coach. Hip hop abs, focus T25, clean eating, T25, Les Mills combat. Like it's literally like just like verbally vomiting everywhere. Oh, here's some Shakeology. You know, so, you know, but I was consistent and I invited every day and I made time when I didn't have time and I did it when I didn't feel like it. And that is why I've been able to quit my job and be my own boss, because I just did it anyways. So I don't care if your posts even look like this, like me or your upline. If I'm not your upline, is going to be like, dude, like, let's talk about these posts. So, but I would rather you do that and at least get people interested and know that you're out there to help them versus just be like, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to post at all. And share your story and how Beachbody is helping you. This is one of the most important things. And I say to do this at least once a week. And you have so many different parts of your story. So for me, mine is like eating disorders and self-confidence issues, emotional abuse. So I will talk about different aspects of that. And you can check my Instagram about how I do that. And I want you to, that's another reason why to document how you're doing and, you know, focus on being a proof the product works so that you can also say, hey, this is where I was and this is where I am now. And personal development is going to help so much with your confidence level too. I can't tell you. It also helps with your relationships. Like I come back from seminars and I'm like making dinner more for my husband, like, you know, offering to give foot rubs and things like that. It just makes you want to be better all around, like for your kids, for your business, whatever. So definitely just make that non-negotiable. Make simple posts like hashtag best job ever kind of posts, once a week. That would be me being like, right now I'm traveling and still working my business. I can be like, well, I actually didn't have to request time off and I get to work where I want. Hashtag best job ever. Like, it's just kind of cool to be like, I'm so blessed. Like these kind of posts every once in a while without even inviting people to coach, because as you're doing invites and reaching out to people, but they're seeing these simple posts that they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you look like you love your job. Things like that. And even if you're not a full-time coach, just there, I'm sure there's something that you're going to find, whether it be the atmosphere, whatever that you like. So just be sure to post about it and share. Talk about your passions, those 5 things that we talked about. Just figure it out, write things down. And if you're not sure, as you go through this week, and if you find something that you're like, oh, I love that, or I don't care if it's food or what, but just kind of be mindful. And if it's something that you get excited about, start posting about it. And people should be tagging you. I get tagged once a day about stupid Chipotle things, and I love it. Like if I'm not getting tagged in Chipotle things or German Shepherd things, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong, because you want people to be paying attention to you. And just, I think it's fun that they know that about you. It should be eye-catching, stop the scroll, when you're sharing your story. Before and after is always awesome if that is the case. Even if it's not a weight before and after, even it's just like you really unhappy and then now happier. So it doesn't even always have to be a weight before and after. Ask questions on your posts, get people engaged. I always am trying to say, here's my favorite snack. What's your go-to snack? Things like that. Post frequently, let people know you. I'm always talking about my dog or my husband and things like that. And I have people and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your dog. I don't even know him, but I feel like I know Mac. And I love that because I want people to feel like I am approachable and I am real and they can talk to me and come to me. A mediocre post is better than no post at all. So always remember that. Keep it positive and keep people laughing or feeling good, because there's so many terrible negative Nancys in their newsfeed. They're going to be liking and commenting on your post when you're staying positive. And the more people interact and like and comment on your post, the more that your posts show up in their newsfeed. That's the way Facebook works. All right, so we're wrapping up here. Where to place your focus as a new coach. 100% not negotiable is Coach Basics. That is our team group where, our team training group where there are 17 days. I always am going to tag you on the intro post, and it tells you that, hey, in the file section of this group, you will find our 17 days, do day 1, watch the video, do the homework, and tag your coach in it, because you're not going to go to day 2 until you do the homework of day 1 and tag your coach. This teaches you how to run a successful business, so do not skip it. This is 100% me telling you, if you are not doing Coach Basics, that's you telling me, I don't feel like being a good coach. So make that happen. Your BAT is in Coach Online Office. It stands for your Business Activity Tracker. It's in the News and Training or Resource Center, and it's also in the Coach Basics. I believe it's day 1. There's a link to it. And it basically is you tracking who you're talking to, who you're inviting, and things like that. To-do list, I mean, you should have a to-do list every single day. You don't want to just blindly go to your computer and be like, Durr. So for me, it's check in with my groups, check in with my coaches, do my personal development, get my workout on, drink my Shakeology, and send my 5 invites or, something like that. So make your to-do list, make your list of 150 people. And again, go through your Facebook, your phone. And if you feel like they'd be a great coach, just put a little star next to them and start talking to them about coaching. We're always doing coach sneak peek groups that you can invite people to. That's us talking about coaching. And you as a new coach don't have to worry about knowing how to talk to people. But talk to people as soon as possible, because we have training groups so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can add your coaches to my Coach Basics groups too, and I will do the training for you as a new coach, because again, if you're not successful, I'm not. So I am more than happy to help you train your coaches and talk to your potential coaches as well. Or your sponsor coach if I'm not your coach. So do your 3 vital behaviors, post regularly, invite 5 people every day, non-negotiable, to groups, know what groups are coming up, be proof the product works, do your personal development, and post 2 to 3 times a day on Facebook and 1 per day on Instagram. And it doesn't even have to be a different post on Instagram. So it's just like a no-brainer. If you're posting on Facebook, slap it on Instagram. Oh, also a note about that. If you make an Instagram post, don't just share it to Facebook because it doesn't get seen as much. That's just the way Facebook is. So copy the text and make a brand new post on Facebook and just re-upload the photo and copy the text. Okay, tasks each day for a new coach. Build new friendships or reconnect with people, and that's 3 to 5 today. Girl boss mode option would be 5 to 10 people a day. It's up to you. You can work as little or as much as you want, but if you want to move this business forward more, obviously talk to more people, invite more people. Follow up and with anybody you've talked to in the past week, or add it to your free groups and do 3 coach invites a day. Girl boss option would be 5 coach invites a day. Personal development is 15 to 30 minutes every day. That's, if you're driving in the car, it's not negotiable to do your personal development there. When I was working full time, I had a 45-minute drive, and I would listen to personal development in the car on the way to work. On my lunch, I would message my 5 to 10 people, and on the way home, I was either on the phone with coach prospects, customer prospects, or doing more personal development. So it's totally possible to do all this with a full-time job. Make workout accountability posts like, just got it done even though I didn't want to, things like that. Check into your training groups, your Coach Basics, and our Team Run Pink group. If you are not doing these tasks, it's plain and simple, I cannot help you. So if you want it, make it work, and realize that being overwhelmed is definitely just normal. Everybody feels that way when they first start coaching, but take it back to the basics and do just this every day, and you will be fine. If you need to change notifications and they're stressing you out, just focus on the basics. You will be fine. You do not need to learn everything all in a day. It's physically impossible. I still learn things to this day. And finally, to wrap up, our team mission. With Run Pink, Run Happy, our mission is really just to be unapologetically you. Spread the perfectly imperfect message. Tell people it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be silly. It's okay to not be perfect. Be weird, attract other goofy weirdos to join us. Like, that's just literally what this picture is like the epitome of our team. This is from Summit. We're all silly and not afraid to be ourselves, which is just how you should be. Don't try to be anybody but you. Positive vibes only. Negative Nancy's, go away. Go ahead and quit now if that's you, because we want positive people in our team group. I don't want you to be making vent sessions. Anything that you post needs to be like, hey, this is what happened. I need help fixing it. Not like, I'm so freaking pissed off right now. Da 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 da. Beachbody sucks. Or we're not gonna accept that. So you just need to keep things positive and figure out, okay, if this happened, my next plan of action is, how do I deal, and how do I go from here, and how do I learn from it? But this is about to change your life, and welcome to the best freaking team ever. Add your fellow coaches from the team that you see, our team group, comment and like and support them in their posts, and make new friends, because honestly, when you see other people's posts, it's so awesome to, kind of be like, oh, that was such a great idea. I'm going to use that. And, take their post and kind of make it your own. So that is all I have for our Lady Boss Training Academy. And I need you now to reach out to your coach and make sure you schedule your Getting Started Right call so we can help you start reaching your goals and helping others to do the same. Have a great one.